As cute as the two-door Mini Cooper is, sometimes that's just not enough space and enough capacity for everybody. I know that includes me. And that's what I love about this guy. This is the Countryman. The Countryman is essentially the four-door version of the Mini Cooper, but this one has something special. This version of the Countryman, not only is it what they call all-4, meaning all-wheel drive or direct drive to all four wheels. It's also a John Cooper Works edition, which means it has more spoilers, more goodies, and a sportier feel. The Mini Cooper is powered by a 4-cylinder turbo engine, and that is the same engine that's in all versions, the convertible, the two-door, and this four-door Countryman. It delivers 228 horsepower and about 280 pound-feet of torque, so it's a lot of torque, meaning there's a lot of zip underneath that accelerator, and it's great for driving on these curvy roads or just merging into traffic. But the thing that I like best is the scale of this car or this SUV. It's a little tall. It's not real tall, and it has all of the charming design details of the Mini Cooper, but it delivers many of the things that we want and need in an SUV as well. More SUVs, more fun cars, and more information right here on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Follow along on our social channels. There is a link to our newsletter down below, and when we put a video in the corner, click on that because we think you're going to like it. The exterior look of the Countryman does have its own unique character. The headlights are similar but not identical to what we see in the two-door version. The front grille also is flat and gloss black, similar to what we see in the two-door version, but not identical. It does share this black on black badge that we see on the other versions of the John Cooper Works Minis that we drove today. Notice there's some details here like this red badge here along these air vents. We have really nice lights here, side lights here. You don't always see that on cars, and that's a detail that I do really like. And then, of course, it's taller. Ours has roof rails, and then it has this nice little John Cooper Works all-4 badge right here on this rear pillar between the rear door and the far rear window that peeks into the cargo area. As an SUV, the rear end is not quite as fancy as we found in the two-door version, but we do still have the black on black badge, the Countryman name here. Instead of Cooper, which we saw in the two-door, we have Countryman here, the John Cooper Works badge there, and then we have a nice size liftgate, so a nice size cargo area. In fact, it's probably almost 3 times the size of the cargo space that we have in the two-door version. And then there's even a movable floor. So if you need extra cargo space, there is more space underneath this floor, which is a really thoughtful detail. I do love that. You'll notice down below we have quad exhaust instead of the single exhaust, and we also have this lower diffuser, but it's an SUV, so that diffuser is not quite as fancy as what we find in the two-door Mini Cooper. One of the signature details in the Mini Cooper John Cooper Works are the custom taillights. There are 3 different options. You just tap this little icon on the screen, and then you can choose the Classic, which is a Union Jack, Favored, which is more of a tartan design, or the John Cooper Works, which is a little bit more minimalist. Classic, Favored, or John Cooper Works. When you approach with your key and hop in, look what happens. Your driver display actually pops up from the dashboard to give you all the view of the details that you need that you normally have on a driver display is actually on a head-up display. I love that this is a nice little contained unit as opposed to something that's built in. That means it didn't cost quite as much as a head-up display, but Mini did something very clever here in giving you a head-up display that also functions as a driver display. Because you have everything that you need there, but it's pretty minimal, everything else is going to be right here on this center screen. In the Countryman, things are a little bit different than what we saw in the two-door version of the Mini Cooper. It starts here on the center console. Instead of having that charger, wireless phone charger that had the seatbelt, there's actually a nice little shelf right there where you can pop a phone and it will charge wirelessly. There's a second shelf right here, which is a great place to put your key, and then a couple of cup holders there. We still have this little mini box here with the iconic woven strap and a slightly larger bin here, and then here are our USB ports and an armrest. This doesn't open, does it? No, it's fixed. And a fixed armrest. We have the same beautiful leatherette interior, the same covering on the dashboard that's made from recycled plastic bottles, and we have a panoramic sunroof that instead of 2 separate panels is actually one larger panel. And it has a powered retractable sunshade, so you can set it. It actually is set to open when you get in the car. You can set it to not do that, or you can open it manually if you want. The rear seat of the Countryman is notable for having space for everyone. So it does seat 5 passengers. This is not a huge center seat, so you're probably not going to want to put an adult here or a full-size person here, but it's a great place for the dog if the dog wants to ride along. There are 2 full sets of child passenger car seat latches. So the lower anchors here, we have ISOFIX connectors here, and then there are upper tethers in the back. And you want to know, I know this is what I want to know, and you want to know this too, how comfortable is this going to be and how well will it fit child passenger car seats? Well, I brought my measuring tape because I always have it with me, and I can tell you that you have 31 inches seat back to seat back, and this is set for me. I'm 5'8". So as long as the person sitting in front of the child passenger car seat is not too tall, there's plenty of space for a rear-facing child passenger car seat. Forward-facing, of course, will fit, and a booster seat, of course, will fit. But if you're thinking about putting a rear-facing child passenger car seat behind the driver or behind the passenger, you have plenty of space as long as the seat isn't pushed too far forward. 31 inches is ample. You only need about 29. So yes, a comfortable fit for a rear-facing child passenger car seat. What else do we get back here in the rear seat of the Countryman? Well, of course, we have the requisite fold-down armrests with cup holders. And then we have this, and this is something that I'm very excited about, air vents. So if you have rear passengers, kids in the back seat, they need air vents. They're going to be very crabby and very unhappy if they're back here sweating while you're enjoying the air conditioning in the front seat. So we do have rear air vents. We also have 2 USB ports back here, which are great. There are dome lights. There is a grip here for getting into the car or out of the car, or holding on when you're driving on the tail of the Dragon, which if you are, you're going to want to hold on. But this car is built for that, and it's quite fun. The redesigned Mini Cooper, whether you're talking about the Countryman, my favorite because it's the SUV, or the really sporty 2-door version, or the convertible, all are powered by the same 4-cylinder turbo engine, 228 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque, and they're all priced pretty well under $45,000. With a starting price of about $38,000 for the 2-door, goes up to about $44,000 for the convertible. This one starts at $42,000, a really comfortable price range, so you can pick the All About Me car, the really fun convertible car, or the 4-door 5-passenger version that has room for all your people and all your things, and all-wheel drive for those days when you really need it.